in. But for now, the war goes on. Tom Bateman, BBC News, Jerusalem.
Well, let's get more on the aid situation inside Gaza. Let's go live to Jerusalem to speak to Juliette Touma from the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees. Julia, what's the latest you can tell us? Have any decisions been made by the UN on their ability to deliver aid inside Gaza?
Yes, well, over the past 24 hours, we were forced to ration the use of fuel at UNRWA, and we have started reducing some of the services, including in the health facilities and in the health areas that we support.
So tell us more about that. You've started reducing those health services. What does that mean for people who are trapped inside Gaza?
Look, we need an urgent shipment of fuel that needs to come to UNRWA right away if we are to continue to deliver humanitarian assistance to people in need. We have more than 600,000 people who have sought shelter in 150 UNRWA facilities. They depend on UNRWA. UNRWA has become their lifeline. But without fuel, we're not going to be able to continue to provide them with assistance.
So Israel is saying that Hamas has the ability to end this search for fuel inside Gaza. Has your organization been speaking to Hamas directly about this?
What I do know is that UNRWA needs fuel, is that our fuel supplies are running out, is that we need an urgent shipment of fuel because no fuel has come into Gaza since the 7th of October when the war started.
Okay, but you can't confirm to us if you've been speaking to Hamas. I understand you've been appealing to Israel, but what about Hamas?
Look, we are appealing to all parties and those who have influence over them to bring in a shipment of fuel to support the UNRWA operations inside the Gaza Strip.
In your experience, can you compare the situation inside the Gaza Strip to any other situation we've seen globally in the recent past?
What we are seeing in the Gaza Strip is unprecedented levels of suffering. 2 million people are being strangled. Gaza is being choked with very, very little assistance that's coming from outside, with the largest humanitarian organization on the verge of stopping its operations. We are being banned from undertaking the mandate that was entrusted to us by the General Assembly. All we're asking for is to be able to do our work. And right now, to be able to do that, we need an urgent shipment of fuel.
What more can you tell us about the aid deliveries that have already been made? What help have they been able to give to people inside Gaza?
It's a good start. However, they're not enough. We received just over 60 trucks, which is less than 1% of what Gaza used to get on a regular basis every day before the war started. So it's a drop in the ocean of overwhelming needs. So we need much more, and we need a regular humanitarian supply line that also includes fuel that comes into Gaza on a daily basis without interruptions.
And Juliette, do you know about the death toll inside Gaza? It's been difficult for the BBC and other media organizations to verify the death toll numbers that we're receiving from the Hamas authorities inside Gaza. What can you tell us?
What I do know is that at UNRWA, we sadly lost 38 colleagues of ours. Half of them were teachers in UNRWA schools. And just this morning, we got confirmation that another 3 were killed. We continue to receive these reports. We continue to lose colleagues of ours. Some of them were killed in the line of duty. Some of them were killed while at home with their children.
Okay, thank you.
It's devastating.
Julia, thank you for speaking to us. Juliette Touma speaking to us from Jerusalem.